Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here because, honestly, we're going to unpack something truly fascinating. Have you ever wondered how some creators manage to teach incredibly valuable, complex skills in less time than it takes to tie your shoes? Well, today we're tearing down the anatomy of a perfect microscript. Specifically, we're looking at the 5-minute Canva logo strategy. We've pulled source material that lays out an absolute masterclass in microlearning. So, get ready. The architecture we're about to explore will completely change how you approach sharing information.
So how exactly do you teach a professional skill in just 45 seconds? I mean, it sounds almost impossible, right? Think about the intense challenge here. You're basically battling against the most ruthless opponent in the modern digital age, the user's scrolling thumb. You've got to capture attention, establish your authority, and deliver real, tangible value before a scroller simply swipes away to the next thing. This isn't just about speaking fast. It's about absolute, pinpoint structural precision.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The Microscript Strategy.
The microscript strategy sets some incredibly specific guardrails. We're looking at a script designed to run exactly 30 to 45 seconds. It's targeted at a beginner-level skill, and interestingly, our source material highlights writing this in simple Urdu or Hinglish. Why? Well, because you literally have to speak your audience's exact language. You need to remove every single barrier to entry. When you combine this hyper-specific, super short time frame with a highly relatable conversational linguistic approach, you create the ultimate solution for short-form retention. You aren't just talking at your audience, you're conversing with them in the most accessible way possible.
Now, this strategy demands strict stylistic boundaries. We're talking easy language, a friendly and energetic tone, short, clear sentences, and a complete, absolute ban on long explanations. Why do these matter so much? Because the moment you become monotone, or the moment you drop a piece of jargon that requires a dictionary, the viewer swipes. Game over. Maintaining that friendly energy makes the learning process feel like, advice from a smart friend, rather than a stiff university lecture. It's content engineered specifically for retention.
And this brilliantly illustrates the engine under the hood of all this, a 5-part script architecture. Every successful micro-learning experience relies on this foundational step-by-step blueprint. 1. Hook. 2. Intro. 3. Steps. 4. Bonus tip. And 5. Call to action. It looks simple for sure, but actually, that is exactly the point. This architecture holds the entire experience together, ensuring there are no wasted words and absolutely zero dead air.
Moving seamlessly along to Section 2, the 3-second hook.
The golden rule here, it's uncompromising. You must deliver a strong, attention-grabbing line in the first 3 seconds. That is literally all the grace period you get. If your first sentence is a slow, winding introduction about who you are, you've already lost them. The hook must instantly disrupt the viewer's scrolling pattern.
Let's look at this exact Hinglish example from the source. Logo banane ke liye designer hona zaruri nahi, which translates beautifully to, you don't need to be a designer to make a logo. So the absolutely crucial point here is how this instantly grabs attention. It does it by actively targeting and removing a beginner's biggest fear, the fear of lacking professional design skills. It's an empowering statement packed into a single punchy breath.
Following that perfect hook, we hit the intro. The source gives us this line, which translates to, "Today I will show you how to make a professional logo with Canva in just 5 minutes." Notice what's happening here. It perfectly sets expectations. It promises a specific, highly desirable result, a professional logo, and it promises it within a highly desirable frictionless time frame, just 5 minutes. It's a masterful transaction of value right up front. All right, Section 3. Keep instructions simple. So, the hook bought their attention. Now you've got to deliver the goods. These core instructions flawlessly execute the rule of easy, accessible language. Step 1. Open Canva and search logo. Step 2. Choose your favorite template. Step 3. Change text and color according to your brand. There is zero ambiguity here. There's no technical fluff about vector scaling or color theory. It's pure, unfiltered action, kept short, clear, and naturally capped at 3 fundamental steps. To really cement this, you have to avoid long technical explanations entirely. That's the traditional textbook approach, and it just doesn't work here. Instead, you absolutely must use short, clear, and action-oriented sentences. An action-oriented style isn't just a nice-to-have, it's practically mandatory for a 45-second script. Look, if you can't distill the action down to a verb and a noun, actually scratch that. If you can't make it totally idiot-proof, you're complicating it way too much for this format. Let's move to and see how this all builds up in Section 4, pro tips, and CTAs.
Right after the steps, we hit the final payoff components. First, we inject a bonus tip. Our source provides a line translating to pro tip, simple design looks more professional, don't over-design. Providing a quick, surprising hack right at the very end is a brilliant psychological trigger. It rewards the viewer for sticking around through the watch time. It over-delivers on that initial promise, which builds massive, instantaneous trust between you and the learner.
Finally, the whole shebang wraps up with the CTA, the call to action. The source example translates to, for more smart skills like this, follow Smart Skills Zune. Notice how it explicitly asks for engagement, like a follow, a like, or a share, but it does so by reinforcing the ongoing value of the content. It's not just a desperate plea for followers, it's a strategic exchange of value.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer. So, what complex skill can you distill using this exact 5-part architecture? We've forensically broken down how to teach professional logo design in 45 seconds using a hook, an intro, 3 concise steps, a bonus tip, and a CTA. I want you to take this breakdown, look at your own professional niche, and ask yourself, how can I strip away the noise and deliver pure value in under a minute? The blueprint is right in front of you. Now, it's time to go out there and build it.